Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 53 of Enigmatica 6 Expert. I am over here at our fission reactor where I've done a little bit of tweaking. As you can see now, the burn rate is way up. It's 68 millibuckets per tick, which is much higher than we were at the end of the last episode. This is probably slightly too high for what we can actually achieve. Actually, no, it is going up again. So I've been finding... okay, so let me show you what I've done. First of all, I added more of these guys. This seems to be the slow part of everything. Yeah, this is very fast. This is quite fast. This is relatively fast once it has sulfuric acid in it. And yeah, this is pretty fast. So the slow part is getting the sulfur dioxide, which is just from oxidizing sulfur. And you need so much sulfur. It's crazy how much you need. Like these two are easily always full. But this one is totally empty, as you can see here. So the first thing I tried was just adding more. We'll just ignore this over here for a sec. I added more of these guys, right? I added more irradiated ore miners. I filled this up completely. And it still wasn't enough. So I built some apiaries with blaze bees in them. So these are tier 4 apiaries. They have one blaze bee each. And yeah, they're tier 4. So they give you 2 blocks. Oh, actually, why is that full? That shouldn't be full. Why is that full? Oh, I'm not taking the fluid out. Okay, that's probably why that's backlogged. Let me quickly... we don't... wait, what sort of... is it honey? Because honey would be useful. No, blaze honey. I don't know, is blaze honey useful? Probably not. I'm just going to trash it. And I'm just going to put it underneath so that we don't have to look at it. Where should I put it? Here should do. And but anyway, even before that was backlogged, it still was nowhere near enough, because what comes out of here is blaze rods, which I'm just trashing because I don't need them, and also sulfur, sulfur chunks, and then they go down to here as we had last episode, where they are processed into sulfur. But yeah, even that wasn't enough. So I went the next step, which was up here. As you can see, I built a tree farm. This is an exact copy of the tree farm we have at the top of our mountain. And I figured this thing gives you so much wood that it's actually pretty crazy. But as you can see, it's actually totally empty of logs. It's not enough wood. So I might have to increase the size. I was experimenting. Oh, we've run out. With just putting bone meal here and like bone mealing one of them, but that didn't seem to make too much of a difference. So I think the best thing to do is just maybe double up this thing, have another one, maybe even bigger. I don't know. But the way that we use the logs is in here we have a smelter which turns the logs into charcoal. So let me just quickly, as you can see, it's too fast for the tree farm to keep up. So yeah, they turn the logs into charcoal. The charcoal gets turned into charcoal dust. The charcoal dust ends up in these pressurized reaction chambers with oxygen and water, which turns it into sulfur dust. And yeah, you can see even this is empty. So this tree farm is the slow part now. But we have not nighttime yet. This has made things much faster overall. Yeah, I was able to turn this up to 68, and that's doing a pretty good job of keeping up at 68. It's slightly slower, I think. Once I get the blaze, I think the blaze bees, once they're back to working again, it should catch up again and start backlogging, and we should be good. So yeah, that's where we're at with this thing, and it actually worked quite well. I still only have the 2 solar neutron activators, but as you can see, we have plenty of polonium, and this thing actually is, wait, if it's nighttime, that means it backlogged the polonium the whole day? But yeah, this is like going quite fast now, as you can see. So we're getting quite a lot of antimatter, at least much more than we were before. Let me just show you one other thing. Because the other thing I did was, if you remember, once we had this thing had filled up with power, it shut off, which like broke everything. So we had this thing where once this thing gets above this level, it puts it into a trash. But actually, I want it to go into something useful. So this entangled block is entangled to the SPS over there. So the power actually goes into here first. As you can see, every now and then it'll have 300 million FE per tick. That's just all the excess power going into there. I still have the trash can here because at night time... Oh, hello. I thought you were a creeper for a second. At night time, the SPS will stop because it won't have any polonium in it, or at least it wasn't before. It seems to be backlogged now. And then it would fill up with power, and then this thing would fill up, and then that would fill up, and then that would fill up again. So I have to keep the trash as like a backup of a backup. So back over to here. This has given us, so far I've got 30. I think this will be enough to get us to the 150-ish that we will need for the final piece. It'll take maybe 2 weeks, I guess, running continuously. But that's fine because we're going to be, as I said before, this runs on a server that's always running, even when I'm not logged in. So I think that should be okay. I think it'll be more than 2 weeks before we finish all the other shards, so should be fine. The other thing is I'm filling this up now, actually, because I'm going to need this antimatter for basically the next shard, which is this guy, because we need enchanted golden apples. And so the way I'm going to do that is with not this recipe, because we need 3,000 golden apples. We need 50 of these, and each one of these needs 60 enchanted golden apples, so 3,000 in total. And I'm not going to make 12,000 arcane gold blocks. That's going to be insane. So I'm going to use this recipe, which needs 3 millibuckets of antimatter for each one. So that would be 9,000 millibuckets, which is basically filling up this thing. So that's what I'm trying to do now, and I think we should get there pretty soon. And that'll help us with that part of the recipe. But with the rest of the recipe in the Culinary Master shard, we need a whole bunch of like food and stuff. So like roast chicken, we go roast chicken. You gotta right click placed roast chicken with a bowl. So I've tested this out. It's pretty easy. So we gotta make all of this stuff. We put this on the ground, and then we right click it with the bowl, and we get the plate of roast chicken. So if I do roast chicken here, I can craft. You can see I've tested it out already. We craft it up. It should be pretty straightforward to craft. And then we get some bowls, like so. And you actually get 4. So you place it on the ground, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more click, and it breaks it. And so you get 4 plate of roast chickens, and you lose your bowls. So yeah, to make all of these other ingredients, the roast chicken, the stuffed pumpkin, the summer salad, sweet potato casserole, pumpkin pie, apple cider. Like we need a whole bunch of food stuff. So that's what I've been making. We need sweet berries. I've got rice. I've got honeydew. What else do we need? Pumpkins. And then up here, I've got some more going. I've got bananas. I've got sweet potatoes, marshmallow, cumin, mango, plums. Oh, how come that stopped? Oh, I guess because of the sapling. I think I gotta make sure the sapling can go into the trash at a lower priority. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so yeah, there's gonna be a little while to get enough of all of these ingredients. I think I need about 40 something stacks of each one, essentially. The trees take a lot longer to grow, so I'm using the Fido Grow. It doesn't speed it up, but it makes it give you more output. So instead of getting like 0 or 1 bananas, you might get 2 or 3 bananas. You can see there I got 1. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to try is how are we going to automate that roast chicken thing? So I can easily craft the roast chicken itself. It does need a lot of eggs, which is one thing I'm slightly worried about. I don't have a lot of eggs, and out here, my chickens had died quite a while ago, I think. You can see also my sheep has died. I don't know how that happened, but I put a bunch of chickens back, but it's still going to be quite slow getting all of the eggs. That's only what, like 3,500, but I'm going to need like more than 10,000, probably closer to 15,000 eggs, I think, because a lot of the recipes take eggs. And some of them take more than one egg. So even the pumpkin pie, for example, it takes 2 eggs, which is going to be difficult to do. I could get it from villager tradings, but I'm not going to trade with villagers to get 3,000 pumpkin pies. That's crazy. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. So yeah, I might have to do something to get the chickens, but right now I want to see if I can automate the roast chicken. And I think there's 2 ways I can think to do it. One is with deployers. Just deploy this and then deploy it with bowls. But I'm thinking modular routers is probably easier, just because it doesn't need you to have like stress units. It doesn't need you to have rotational power. So I think what we'll do is an activator module. Yeah, that's right. Oh wait, no, it's bone meal. We want it to be bowls. Actually, it doesn't need to be anything, really. It could just be like that. So we put the activator module there, and we fill that with bowls. And then we have another one with a placer module. And we'll put that one like there. And we put the placer module in front, and like that. And then we put the roast chicken. Let's craft another one up. Why does it take more than instantly? It doesn't have to do anything. Anyway, that's fine. So we put the roast chicken in there. It should place it, and then this thing should pop them off. Yes. And then, oh, it even breaks it. That's perfect. Now, if I was to put 2 roast chickens in, will it work as well? Like, it should place the next one. Oh, they don't stack. That's interesting. Let's do it with a hopper then. Oh, I guess I could do a puller module to pull them. Yep. And a barrel on top. So we pull from the top. And then we put the barrel on top. And then we put the chickens in there. So now it places one. These guys right click it. Breaks that, and it'll place another one, and it'll keep going. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so that's how we're going to make these guys. We're going to need to make 3,000 of these roast chickens. And so I think we use a vacuumulator. Like so. And drawers. I wonder if there's a way to get exactly the right number of stuff. I guess if you put a external storage on here. Oh, actually no, not an external storage. If we just import it, we don't need to have an external storage. We could just put it in the ME system. We have enough. Get our vacuumulator. And I guess we'll have a filter because we... Oh, no, we won't have a filter. We'll just pick everything up. So then we put the vacuumulator like so. And we can export with a crafting upgrade. And maybe we'll put you on the bottom. So we'll turn you to pick up from the bottom, down, and we will export. Actually, no, I could just export directly into here, right? The roast chickens. like so. And like so. And we'll get some cables going. Let's just hover. There, so, oh, we want our crafter. Whoops, not you. There. And we put you there. So you should get the, yep, chickens. Places it down. And we need to export bowls into the other guy. Export. Wooden bowl. I can craft them, that's good. Wooden bowl with another crafting upgrade. And I think we also want to make sure, yeah, so the importer will go onto here. Did it pick everything up? Yep, very good. Importer, like so. And exporter. No, I already have that. What am I doing next? The crafting upgrade, okay. Okay, it's not done yet. But let's put you like that. So, yeah, he does... Oh, he's got a plate of roast chicken. That's probably because he ran out of bowls. So there's the crafting upgrade done. Okay, there we go. And then we'll get a detector so that we can turn this guy off once it's full. Okay. Detector. And we need the cable to come here. Come on. There we go. Like so. And it will be when this guy is less than 3,000. All right. So then we just let that go until we have 3,000 roast chickens. Plate of roast chicken. All right. And then we'll do the same for the stuffed pumpkin is another one that we're going to need 3,000 of. So this is obtained by right-clicking with a placed stuffed pumpkin with a bowl. So it's exactly the same, but with a stuffed pumpkin instead of roast chicken. So I'm going to leave this go, and we'll continue to work on the next part. So actually over here is the next part. I've already done this a little while ago. This is probably why our bone meal ran out, because I was using it to make habanero peppers and also pepper. So yeah, 6 stacks is definitely not enough. We're going to need a bunch more bone meal. But basically what happens is to get habaneros, you have to grow and farm peppers. And every now and then you get a habanero pepper come out. But obviously, yeah, it's not enough. And we ran out of bone meal. So actually, can you use phyto grow? I think I can make more phyto grow. Phyto grow. Yeah, that seems to work as well. Okay, so let's not use bone meal. Let's use phyto grow. I think, wait, what does phyto grow need? It needs potassium nitrate and apatite. Okay, yeah. I get these from the miner and apatite. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so let's do that, and then that'll get the peppers going again. Okay, there we go with the phyto grow. And as you can see, hopefully, we'll get an example where a habanero pops out as well. Every now and then, a habanero will pop out. There's one. There, you just saw it there. It popped out. So it's maybe 1 in 10. I don't know exactly. I have a crafting card here as well. But it's doing a good enough job. All right. Now, let's figure out what we're going to do with these chickens, I think. I think the way that I'm going to do it is with our spawner. So I have another spawner, which is a fast one, silverfish one, this one. Yeah, so I'm going to use that. I have chicken spawn eggs, and we want all of the bits and pieces. So we want glyph of freeze, and we want the summon, this one, and we want a token of joy. Okay, and then I think we want some vector plates. Okay, let me set this up and we'll come back and see if this is going to work. I have no idea if this will actually work or not, but it's going to be fun to find out. Okay, this is the basic setup. And maybe you could guess what I'm going to try here. So we want, actually I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to go there and quickly change that away from silverfish to chickens. And let's break this stuff. And then we want to increase this. So I don't think I want to actually disable the AI. Because I think you need the AI for them to lay eggs. Oh, why aren't they spawning? They're giving particles, but they're not spawning any. Yeah, see? What happened? Oh, there's a chicken there. Wait, why did it go that far? Max activation range. Spawn range 7. I thought that means the 7 radius, not 7... Oh yeah, there's chickens over there too. Okay, there we go. That's now that seems to be working. I used the glyph of intangible to make it ignore conditions, and it seems to be spawning them in now. I hope this also means it ignores the max entities. I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have more than 10, and it's still going, so that's a good sign. And so you can probably imagine my plan is just to get hundreds and hundreds of chickens in there. They should lay lots of eggs really quickly with so many chickens. And also eventually we'll get entity cramming, and that will kill the chickens because we actually need their dead bodies too for the habanero chicken mango. What is it called? Mango chicken habanero something something. This thing. Mango habanero wings. So we need cooked chicken wings, and you can only get it by cutting up raw chicken wings on a cutting board. I'm gonna have to figure out how to automate that. But yeah, we need 1 raw chicken per chicken wings, obviously. So we're going to need quite a lot of raw chicken, and I figured this is one way to kill literally 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's see, are we getting anything just yet? Probably not. Just all of my junk. And yeah, we'll get I'll get some barrels going. Not barrels, drawers. Because we definitely want a lot of stuff. What's that drawer for? It's got stuff in it? No. But this is going to cause a whole bunch of lag too. It already seems to be lagging things a bit. My server is having trouble already keeping up with everything. You can sometimes see these things go backwards and forwards a little bit. It's going all right now. But yeah, this is going to have to be very temporary until I have enough chickens and enough eggs. Okay, this is getting very crazy. I heard a couple of eggs popping, so it looks like they are slowly gonna lay eggs, but that's a lot of chickens and there's only 5 eggs. Maybe it's a timer, and after it takes a while after they've been... Yeah, I just had another one pop out there. So I think they're going. And I'm wondering if they're actually going to entity cram or not, because how many... There's got to be a lot in there. What do we got? E... Yeah, I think E there means 428 entities, which is a lot in that little space there. And as you can see, my frame rate is not good. So maybe I'll have to shrink it a little bit and have them cram quicker. Or maybe I'll stop this thing and just let them lay eggs until the eggs fill up, and then I'll kill them all. And we'll get the chicken meat that way. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Oh, man! I'm going to break that. Yeah, there's a lot of lag going on here. I still haven't picked it up yet. There it is. I'm going to let them just do their thing until they lay enough eggs. I'm going to have to put this in a drawer, upgrade, and I think what I'm going to do is step away for the night. I'm going to put 2 in there. And come back tomorrow, and hopefully by then I'll have enough eggs that I won't have to worry about it, and I can just, yeah, get rid of all these guys, and then maybe I can put this spawner down the bottom where I have my mob crusher, and it'll get me the chicken meat that way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so it's the next day, and this has been a much bigger success than I had could have possibly ever imagined. 45,000 chicken eggs. That's crazy. So I would say these guys have done their job, and we can say goodbye to them now. Oh boy. And I've also been busy setting up all of these cooking pots. This is for the rest of the ingredients. So we did this one just a minute ago for you, but it was like yesterday, the day before. It was a while ago for me. I also made this one, making bowls of stuffed pumpkin. So if we look, bowl of stuffed pumpkin, I actually have 3,000. I've just reset the counter to 128 for both of these so that I don't, like, if I take one out, it doesn't end up making a whole bunch more. This one is making tomato sauce. So basically, yeah, this is tomato sauce. We put 2 tomatoes in there, and that's just done by having a stack limiter set to 128. This one is making the stuffed pumpkins themselves. So this one is, yeah, each of the ingredients, plus I think there was one more that's supposed to go there as well. I can't remember. But yeah, I just have it set to less than 16 because we don't need a lot of stuffed pumpkins, and then this thing makes the stuffed pumpkin bowls. This one, it hasn't finished yet. It looks like it's making the sweet potato casserole. So these cooking pots are kind of slow. Let's have a look. What was this one again? Sweet potato casserole. Sweet potato. So it's probably less than halfway. Yeah. So yeah, that's slowly going to go through. And this one was slightly trickier. We needed 2 baked sweet potatoes and 1 each of these guys. So I had to do a stack. Oh, there's a bunch of bottles there. How come? I thought this thing should... Oh boy. Wait, do I not have that I don't have that going back into the system? What's the point of that? Yeah, I was using these... the idea was I could reuse some of these things. The glass bottles just pop out. I'm going to have to fix that. Yeah, so that's that one. And then this one is making the apple cider. So we probably don't have all of that done either. Apple cider 1.3 thousand. Yeah, there we go. Same kind of deal. So yeah, I was saying to make this, you got to have 2 baked sweet potatoes, 1 honey bottle, and 1 marshmallow. We had to do it like this with a half in. So this one is set to 64 with these 2 ingredients. And then I have an entangled block here set to 128 with the baked sweet potatoes. So it puts in 2 stacks of those, 1 stack each of those. And then the bowls go in the side. And then it sucks it out from the bottom. So that's how we're automating those. Yeah, over here we have the apple cider. Over here we have these ones. This is making the chicken wings. So this was set to 3,000 chicken wings. If we look here, we should see 3,000. Yeah, 3,002 actually. So if I just quickly show you how it works. You can see here, we set them to pulsed. So this one activates with a raw chicken. It puts it on there. And then 1 tick later, because of the repeater, this one uses the netherite knife to cut it. And yeah, it actually used not very much durability. I put unbreaking 5 on this netherite knife. So That was pretty cool. And then we just use the vacuumulator to pick it up again. And that's pretty much it. All of the other food recipes are just like crafted ingredients. So if we look at like pumpkin pie, I can craft those up pretty easily. I should have enough ingredients now. Definitely I should have enough chicken eggs to make them all. The other thing was golden apples. So to make golden apples, I've now set up the recipe in the Wicked Altar that we set up before. So that's the cheapest recipe by far. And then to make the enchanted golden apples, we're going to have to set it up in here. This thing has been running overnight again, so this is totally full of antimatter. And this is actually doing pretty good too. We have 38 antimatter pellets. I actually had to slow down the burn rate. It's now 55. If you remember, it was 68. And that's just because we didn't have enough wood coming from the tree farm to make the sulfur. But at 55, it now has enough to backlog. So yeah, that's probably... I'll have to build another tree farm so that we don't have to backlog it. Okay, and so if you remember, the reason we wanted this is so that we can make the enchanted golden apples. So, yep, there we go. It's going to use a lot of power from our nitro reactor. So, that's going to be maybe a question mark. But over here, I have set up this. This is how we're going to make the final pieces. So we're going to make this one first. We need the plate of roast chicken. We need the bowl of stuffed pumpkin. And basically, I'm going to go roast chicken, the plate, and stuffed pumpkin. There. So you're going to go into this one. Here, allowed, of course. And you go into here. And then we also have you set up there and you set up there. So it should automatically go in. Oh, do I not have an extract here? There we go. And let's get a speed going. And let me set up the rest of it as well while I'm here. Alrighty, so there's... I didn't know the stack was just like that. So there's 32. Let's make 25. What would 25 be? 4 plus 5. 9. So that'll give us half of them, which all of our ingredients should be about half. And I think, yeah, so I have this set up now with the XNet, so it should be faster than the pipes that we had before. Oh, okay, so you're not getting your ingredients fast enough. The problem is it keeps trying to fill up this guy first. Alright, so this way is much quicker. We have exporters directly exporting the ingredient, and then we don't have to worry about things running out. Except things do run out. In this case, I ran out of sugar cane. I had totally even forgotten that sugar cane was needed. So I quickly set that up over with our photogenic insulators. And I have a bunch of sugarcane now coming through. It's not particularly fast. It could certainly be faster, but at least with the photo grow, I get 5-ish per craft. So that's what I have to do, and this is going to take a while longer than I would have liked because of the sugarcane, because we need sugar for pumpkin pies. But yeah, other than that, everything seems to be going well. And we'll craft up all of the these ones, and we should also have all of the ingredients we need for the other one too. This guy, we have builder's tea. I can't remember if I showed you. I have a setup over here making builder's tea. It's pretty ugly. In fact, it's very ugly. But basically, this is making the tea, and then we pump it out here where we put glass bottles. Yeah, with a redstone mode to turn it on when we need the builder's tea. So basically, if I take some out, then it should pop out the glass bottles and fill them up, and we get builder's tea that way. Yeah, but let me finish the rest of the crafting, and we should be back soon. Okay, we are done. I have both of them done actually. So these ones have the ingredients for the second set of yeah, for the engineering student meals. So I'm going to leave it there for now because we're going to need this set up in a bit. But oh, let's quickly sleep and then head over to the tree. Where is it? Whoa! Hello. Where's the entrance to the tree? There it is. And then we put these two guys in here. I think that's all we need to do. Yeah, I just saw mana going in there, so that's working. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's wait till we've got all 50 of them. All right, there we go. And let's head back home, which I think is there. Yes. And then the last step is put them in here. There we go. And we grab it out again when it's done. There we go. All right. Okay, so that's that one done. That's 2 out of whatever it is, 12. I have to find a place to put all the trophies too. All right, so that's that done. That's opened up a bunch more. Yeah, I was looking at some of the recipes for these other ones. Most of these are probably slightly easier. Not all of them. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do next is actually move this into the tree so that we can directly request stuff. So like if you look at, for example, the Aura Mastery token, I have this almost ready to go. But yeah, my plan is to make it so that we can just request it through the system and it'll craft the stuff we need. Then I don't have to worry about manually putting all the ingredients in. That shouldn't be too hard. I think I'll have to have a network, what are those things called, so that you can do it wirelessly. I could probably do with an entangled block too, actually, just make that block entangled to the input. But anyway, we'll see. I'll think of something. And then, yeah, we should be able to get a couple of them done next episode. And what else is going on? How are we going over here? We got 49 of these guys. Okay, and yeah, this should be almost, yeah, empty now that we've used it all up to make those golden apples. That's okay. Yeah, but I think that's all we have time for now. And in the next episode, we'll work on a few more of those tokens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!